Fast Signs family. Last week, my video was titled The Power of Developing Good Habits and How to Create Them. And I had many comments from franchisees of the value they got out of that specific video. And one of the habits I mentioned in last week's video is that a habit or a characteristic of all highly successful people is they remain calm and they remain composed, right? They understand emotional intelligence. They monitor their own emotions. They catch themselves before they fly off the handle. That all looks really good as far as self-control, but here's the other great positive. It means they're managing stress better. If you're managing stress better, you're happier, you're healthier, and you're not having the negative health side effects and mental health side effects of too much stress. So there's two sides to this coin, right? If we're practicing those things that help us maintain calmness and composure, not only are we happier, but we're actually reducing our stress and making ourselves healthier as a result. So now I'm going to share with you 13 ways successful people remain calm and composed. Number one, they appreciate what they have. Successful people have developed an attitude of gratitude, and that attitude of gratitude and that being thankful helps them maintain composure, helps them really understand how good they have it versus having that mind focus on negative things. And when you have an attitude of gratitude and when you are thankful, it actually improves your mood and reduces your stress. Research at the University of California at Davis found that people who work consistently to develop that attitude of gratitude have improved mood, increased energy, and better physical health. So that whole attitude of gratitude, in fact, that's such a good subject. I think next week video is going to be just on how do you develop an attitude of gratitude, because that is so foundational to good mental health, good physical health, and being a happier person. So, number two, successful people believe in themselves and their abilities. And because they've developed that self-confidence and they believe in their skill set and their ability to make good decisions and do the right thing, do the best thing, make the good decision, they've developed that self-confidence, and that allows them to stay calmer. They continue to expand their knowledge. They read, they listen, they learn. They're listening to podcasts. They're doing all kinds of things to build up their confidence in themselves and their belief in themselves. So that's a second way that they remain calm. Number three, in the 13 ways successful people stay calm, they stay positive. Positive thoughts help reduce stress by focusing the brain on something else. If the brain is stressed out and worrying and thinking negative thoughts, if we can focus on anything positive, that gets our brain someplace else. Any positive thoughts will do to refocus your attention. You need to give your wandering brain some help by thinking about something positive to think about. In good times, that's easy. In tough times, that is less easy. There's got to be something. Thinking about your day today. Think about your day yesterday. Was there a beautiful sunrise? Did you have a great dinner with your kids? Did a friend say something about the impact you've had on their life? Anything to think positive about so that you can calm your brain. Very important as a way to stay calm and composed. The way that I do it is I read positive quotes and I fill my spirit and I fill my mind with positive quotes, and that has worked very, very, very well for me. Number four, and something I'm horrible at, but a success factor for maintaining calmness and maintaining composure, is reducing caffeine intake. Anybody who hangs out with me knows that I am like drinking gallons of tea in the morning to wake myself up. But what happens is caffeine releases adrenaline in our system, and adrenaline is that hormone that is about flight or fight. And when we've got our body thinking flight or fight, that's really good if a bear is chasing us. Not so good if we're responding to a curt email, right? And so what I need to work on is a little bit less caffeine, because that'll be a way to help me be more calm and more composed. Number five, successful people don't keep asking themselves what if questions. The more what if questions I ask myself, the more that's going to lead to worry, all the thousands of things that could ever possibly go wrong. And so successful people don't ask themselves what if questions. This is something I learned a long time ago, and you don't find me doing a lot of what ifs, what if this happens, what if that happens. There's no upside in doing that. Number six, Successful people stop negative self-talk. When they catch themselves doing it, when I catch myself doing it, I just tell myself to stop. Stopping negative self-talk is a big step in reducing your stress. As you reduce your stress, you're going to have the ability to be more composed and more calm. So the more you ruminate on negative thoughts about yourself, that's just going to lead to bad stuff for you. So you need to just tell yourself to stop the negative self-talk. Start replacing it with positive self-talk. Number 7, very effective, and I use this a lot. Successful people practice deep breathing. Take a few minutes when you're very stressed out, close the door to your office, sit in a chair, get comfortable, and just breathe in and out deeply and slowly. Count each breath in and each breath out. The more you can practice on being present with your breath, the more you're going to train your mind to focus on and work on that thing that is most important at that any one time. But that deep breathing is very, very effective for me. I've used it for many, many years. It's very, very effective, and it helps me reduce stress, get control of myself if I'm starting to feel myself spinning out of control. Number 8, successful people plan. They have a plan, and because they have a plan, they know what they need to do. Removing some stress, removing worry or time about what do I do today, right? Because you have a plan, you know to work on the most important parts of your plan. So they don't waste time thinking about what they need to do. They already got it. Number 9, they take action. Action is a way to make you feel better about yourself. Because you have a plan, you know what action you need to take. Rather than sitting and worrying, taking that action helps calm stress. You know you're working on the right things because you have a plan. And that's one way highly successful people manage stress and maintain their composure. Number 10, they reframe their perspective. If I catch myself thinking, oh my God, everything's going wrong, nothing's going right, nothing is going to turn out well, I need to reframe my perspective. You know, stress and worry are skewed by our incorrect perceptions about what's going on in the world. It's easy to think that it's unrealistic deadlines or an unforgiving boss or a difficult customer or bad traffic that's leading to your stress. You can't control those circumstances, but you can control how you respond. And reframing your perspective will help you reframe that thought process. Number 11, they use their support system. Nobody can do it all. To remain calm and productive, I need to recognize when I don't know what to do, when I'm feeling an area of my personal weakness, and I need to reach out to my trusted advisors and ask for their advice and counsel. Very important way is if we don't feel we have the answers ourselves, talk to our mentors, talk to our advisors. So using that support system. Number 12, very important, and this was not something I ever had to focus on before COVID-19, but I've had to learn to do this. Number 12, disconnect. With the ability to get emails and texts from customers and franchisees and coworkers 24 hours a day, there is the habit of looking at that device 24 hours a day. Very important to disconnect. I am now making sure that I'm taking a walk every day after work. I'm having time without my phone. I'm not reading email. That disconnecting and getting off the grid, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, will help you reduce your stress, remain calm, remain composed. And then number 13, the other one I have a real trouble with that I got to figure out is successful people make time for good sleep. Staying up, burning the midnight oil on a project till 2 and 3 in the morning, day after day after day, getting 3 or 4 hours sleep, not healthy. Your body needs that time when it's sleeping to repair itself. The brain actually cleanses itself while you sleep. So that's very, very important. So 13 ways successful people stay calm and composed, right? Let's recap. They appreciate what they have. They've got an attitude of gratitude. They believe in themselves and their abilities. They stay positive. They reduce caffeine. I got to do that. They avoid asking what if questions of themselves, stopping negative self-talk, practicing deep breathing. They have a plan. They take action. They reframe their perspective to make sure it's a positive perspective or a realistic perspective. They use their support system. They disconnect, and they make time to get good sleep. I'm hoping that some of these will be of value to you and help you lower your stress and maintain that calm composure that is a sign of all successful people. Thank you.